went with Kirk Cousins. I looked at him like this, man. He was a fourth-round pick. He was drafted the same year to Washington that they drafted their future quarterback, the guy that they really, truly wanted to succeed, in Robert Griffin III. He had that adversity right out of the gate, and he was asked to come in sooner rather than later, relieving Robert Griffin after he was hurt. He's a four-time Pro Bowler. He's been in the playoffs. It seems like every single year. He's been a multi-year Pro Bowler, a multi-time playoff contender. And also, he's always really good in the regular season. Like, even in his worst years, his stats aren't terrible. And yeah, he struggles in the big game, but it's something that I definitely can see him improving on now that he's kind of getting to the veteran stage of his career. And yeah, I think that Kirk Cousins is a good first pick for me, man. What about you?
Thank you, Forr. I like that a lot. I think Cousins, yeah, we rag on him about his prime time win-loss record. But man, what a career he's actually had, right? Especially where he's come from.
You got to show some respect to Kirk Cousins. It's easy to make fun of, well, is he playing at 10 a.m. or is he playing on prime time? You know, everyone always says that, and I get it. But the guy's a winner. He has won a lot of big games and a lot of big game moments, and a lot of teams would kill to have a quarterback like Kirk Cousins.
All right. And I'm actually going to pick a quarterback who is similar to Kirk Cousins, whether this fan base wants to admit it or not. Dak Prescott, the Dallas Cowboys. Fourth-round pick. Remember, seems like just the other day he took over the job from Robo. All right, Forr, he's got some crazy career stats. He's got a 66.7 career completion percentage. All right, 97 starts. He's thrown 166 TDs, 65 picks, and a lot of those picks, it seems to have come in the last season, right? All right, but 97.8 career passer rating. Phenomenal. And his win-loss record for, which we love as a bettor. Look, we don't bet a money line, we take the spreads. But look, 61 wins out of 97 games played, 36 losses. That's 63% win percentage, and we'll take that.
That is a fantastic pick. I will say another thing that I really want to touch on while we're talking about these quarterbacks, Gagan, is just like we just talked about Kirk Cousins' adversity coming in. Now we look at Dak Prescott, and he had to come into a situation with a very, very good quarterback in Tony Romo, who was the leader of that team, who was the franchise of that team. The torch was going to be passed, but I think it was passed a lot sooner than expected with Dak Prescott's arrival. So just some more adversity there, coming into a situation in a later round and then exceeding and thriving.
And with that popular of a fan base, right? The Cowboys are always on prime time. They're always on the big stage. That's America's team, as they like to be known as. So yeah, I mean, that's a lot of responsibility.
It's probably the hardest media, Gagan, outside of New York. Would you agree?
Completely agree.
Fantastic. And that was a great take. I guess, you know what? I kind of want to spin this on you. We weren't going to talk about this, but Gagan, who would you take out of these two? If you were starting a franchise, you have all your pieces filled, and you need a quarterback, are you taking Kirk Cousins or are you taking Dak Prescott?
That's so difficult. I don't know if there's a right answer. I don't know if there's a wrong answer, right? Because I think a lot of it depends on the play calling. But I would say pure perfect play calling in today's day and age with today's rules, I'll go Prescott.
Nice. Okay. I actually agree. I think it's a very close one, but I would actually take Kirk Cousins. So I think that kind of backs up just how close that debate truly is. And if you look at it from a stats and analytical standpoint, how similar these two are.
It was razor thin. I think ultimately it came down to where Dak has had a plethora of various wide receivers, whereas Cousins has had a superstar wide receiver, especially in Jefferson, right? So I kind of felt like I had to go Dak there. Dak also passed. They're both similar. They both pass to the tight ends a lot of passes to the tailback.